Hello guys, we're back with another video, and in this video guys, we're gonna talk about Queen Bee, Mother Beyonce, coming out and stepping out with a vengeance amid reports of low ticket sales. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because Beyonce has officially kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour at the Sophie Stadium, and she came out with her daughters, and we're talking about Rumi and Blue Ivy. Honey, Blue Ivy was the showstopper. She opened and she had her little entrance and she did such an amazing job. Age appropriate, not too much, not doing too much, completely covered. She gave us, the famous Beyonce walk, because it seems as though what I get from that is that Beyonce is introducing Blue Ivy to her fan base, and so Blue Ivy is going to be the one to pick up that mantle. So honey, do not be surprised if we hear that Beyonce is retiring and Blue Ivy is taking the baton. We don't know if she's quite ready, because while we see her improving on the dance routine, the moves are cleaner, more beautifully executed. Blue Ivy is given a lot more confidence. Is she truly ready? But I believe that while we can clearly see that Beyonce is about to step away, it's not going to be now, maybe the next 3 or 5 years, but you can definitely tell that she is soft launching Blue Ivy, honey. And honestly, I'm not mad. I'm here for it. But at the same time, wouldn't you ask, what about her artists, Chloe and Halle, that she signed? It would have been so good to see Chloe and Halle on Beyonce's tour, like Renaissance, Cowboy Carter. We've seen Megan Thee Stallion. We've seen quite a few other, but we've never seen Chloe Bailey. And I honestly believe Beyonce is intimidated by Chloe Bailey, because Chloe Bailey is a powerhouse. If given that opportunity, honey, I think that if Chloe is given the opportunity, I believe she may even become a better performer than Beyonce. Now, make no mistakes. At present, Beyonce is the greatest performer of all time. Yes, we know Michael Jackson, but I honestly believe that she has definitely made that mark. And as such, she has anchored herself. She's going to be unforgettable. She's going to go down in history more than how she's already down in history. And I honestly love that for her, because Beyonce has put in the work over the years. This woman never took a break. So everything that she has achieved, every accolade, every move, every achievement, I have to say, well-deserved, over-deserved, more than deserved. But at the same time, I'm just somewhat concerned as to what is going on with Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey, her two protege. You know that she signed them a couple years ago. And what we've noticed is that when it comes to Chloe's, record label, they seem to be, anchoring that woman, not in the sense of positively anchoring her, the anchor to hold her back. Like, okay, you're talented, you can sing, you can dance, you go above and beyond, but we have to hold you back because you were doing a little bit too much. Many people were drawing comparisons to you and Beyonce, and we cannot afford to have that. So I'm not liking that part, not one bit. So many questions right there. And we also know Chloe Bailey is currently in the center of a lawsuit, and that is not good. But many people have been pointing fingers at Chloe when they should be actually pointing fingers at Parkwood. No, I don't know what's going to happen between Chloe and Parkwood, but I honestly want to see Chloe Bailey get away from that record label. I don't think they are good for Chloe at this point in time. There might have been good moments there, but I believe that Chloe is like this canvas, this blank canvas. The potential is there, but who's going to truly work with her, invest in her for her to shine as she truly deserves? I haven't forgotten about Halle. We can see Halle making her mark, doing her thing, but honestly, I don't like what is going on for the two, because while Halle Bailey has been making her mark with music, film, and she has been really doing really well, I cannot help but to wonder, why is there a focus to hold back Chloe Bailey? Like, who is Chloe intimidating, you know? Now, back to Miss Queen Bee. You guys know that Ye went off on Beyonce's kids, saying that because of artificial insemination, you know, the kids are retarded. We saw Rumi. We didn't see any sign of Sir. Many people were asking where he is. And I believe that at this point in time, let us stop asking. I definitely understand the concerns, and people are going to say, okay, this means that it is true. Well, true or not, what I like is that you can literally tell that Beyonce, whatever Ye, well, we know what Ye said, right? But it has definitely stirred some fire in her, because here we have Rumi on stage, and guess what? The people loves Rumi. They love her. She's a vibe. And I believe that if her mom consistently push and instills that confidence in her, I believe by the age of 11, 12, 13, Ruby could potentially be a force to be reckoned with, you know, because she definitely understands like what is funny to people and what makes people giggle, and she's all for it. She's just a sweet girl based on what it seems. But it seems as though Beyonce is in a hella protection mode, like, you know, that mode that you go into when someone says unpleasantries about your kids, and you are about to show the world that, okay, you can say ish about my kids, but you can't even walk in their shoe, honey, because here's my kids and I. So it seems as though she's saying, I'm Mama Bear. I'm going to protect my kids. These are my children. I'm not scared. Neither am I ashamed of them. So you can stay over there and say what you want to. So I do believe that we're going to see more of Rumi on this tour, because once she comes out at the beginning, I believe we're going to see her consistently throughout the show. And as the show progresses, because I also believe that it could be like a test to see how the public reacts to her, and to see if she kept her part well, if she did her part amazingly well. And I can definitely see where she did it amazingly well. She was so excited. She was so ready, and she appeared to be so enthused. And I'm like, definitely here for it. You go, baby girl. So I'm just so happy to see Beyonce just stepping out with those kids. And Beyonce has been doing an amazing set so far. We have the floating shoe. We have, the mechanical bull. Yes, so no more Renee, but the mechanical bull has taken over so far. And I cannot wait to see what else she does. No, I do believe that even though so far there are reports saying, you know, low ticket sales. I know the Beehive gets offended when I see this, but I'm not saying it to hurt anyone. Neither am I making up these things, but it was consistently reported that she's experiencing low ticket sales, right? So I do believe that as the tour progresses, we are about to see some improvement as it relates to the ticket sales. So we're going to have to wait and see if that really does, in fact, pick up. But for now, there are low ticket sales being reported. And it's been alleged, there's a blind item out that is suggesting that Beyonce is going to fake her illness so as to bring the tour to an abrupt end. And that's not Beyonce. Beyonce loves her fan base too much to do something like that. That's not Beyonce. Beyonce, even though she's wealthy, she always brings out the noble side of her. Even if she's not generally noble, she brings out that side to the public, because she is very much controlling of her image and what she wants people to see out there. And that is something that I've always admired about Queen Bee. She really, really does know how to do a good job of controlling the false narratives about her. So while many people may say, the ticket sales aren't good so far, and she's gonna pull off some fake illness. I honestly can't see her doing that. I think that she's too good for that. And secondly, she loves her fan base like way, way, way too much to even do something like that. She loves them. She respects them. And as such, I just cannot see that to be one of her move. Beyonce would rather give those seats away for free, because that's the person that she is when it comes to the business. She is business minded. She is goal oriented. Yes. But I've never seen her being that kind of individual. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it. Yet to see that out of Beyonce. Maybe another celebrity, but definitely not a Beyonce. Anywho, guys, I want to hear from you because there's so much bips and bobs going on, but the highlight of her tour so far is just her and her kids and how she basically reinforces that she'll always protect them. You know that she's coming out to say, you know what, say whatever you want about my kids and my family, but I'm going to protect them and I'm going to ensure to keep them safe from you. You may see them on the stage, but you're definitely not going to see them for free. That's what I believe is going on there. But I'm so proud of her for having such an amazing strength as a mom after everything that went down the past couple of weeks and Ye basically, saying what he said because that's not nice, but then again, Ye is unwell, extremely mentally unwell. So I'm gonna give Ye grace somewhat. It's wrong, disgusting, should never happened, but at the same time, he needs to get some help and get off the internet because he's hurting innocent children and those kids are going to live to see what Ye once said about them. And at that point in time, he's going to have his kids to pick up the remnants of his ugly work. I'm just saying, whatever he does today, the kids are going to reap tomorrow, good, bad, or the indifference. So I do hope that Ye gets the help that he needs in order to lower this impact on the kids. But that's all I have to say about that for this video. Let me know what's your take, guys. While you're at it, remember, thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.